The first time I ever saw my dad's like porn, I didn't see porn. I was like fiddling around with the fucking keyboard at home. It's back on the old computers.
Yeah.
And it moved, and a piece of paper slipped out. And he had written down www.
Oh God. Oh God.
Dot. So silly. Boobies.com. Like it wasn't even like gaping ass 69. It was boobies.com.
Wet black Latina milfs.
Couple of roundtitties.org. Like it's so funny.
Hey, it's Herbert. And you're listening to the About Last Night podcast, you slippery little son of a bitch.
About last night.
By the way, do people still say cans?
I say cans. I like saying cans.
I had a boss at Albertsons when I bagged groceries, Dan Boyle. He would call them cans or Jumbas or Jumbaloos or Boobaloos or so. Like he had some weird circus term, and I was like,
I kind of like it.
Yeah, I wasn't offended, and neither were the women who he was saying it to. He was that old guy at the grocery store.
Yeah.
There's always one manager that's been there that he just like. I mean, the guy who hired me hit on my mom all the time.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah. Calling those things yabos or
yabos.
Yabos is fun.
Booby woobies or something.
Booby woobies is hilarious.
Fun,
if a guy was like, check out those booby woobies, I'd be like, here they are, and I'd shimmy them for him. If someone's gonna say booby woobies, this is fucking hilarious.
That's you. There's no equivalent though with other parts.
No. Well, I think it's funny to give penises a funny name.
Show me that.
Like a little willy. Like
show me that willy nilly.
slop.
Oh yeah, slippy slop. Yeah. What? Now that we're here. What
we were gonna come here anyways.
What do you remember the first like term for all of these parts being? Like I don't know if it was sex ed or a parent being like, "That's your wiener." I think that's for me what it was. Is like
wiener?
My mom still was like, "Your wiener."
I think it was,
which is great. I wouldn't ever want to be like, "Remember when we circumcised your cock?" Like I'd be like, Jesus Christ.
Ew, cock is gross.
Oof, not a fan.
A mother saying cock. I think it was penis and vagina.
Yeah. It took me a while to even get comfy to say these things on stage, by the way. And I'm
really?
not even a prude, but just like I'm not that comic. Because I was like not that guy. And I'm still not that guy. I never have been like, we get fucking pussy tonight.
No, not that. But you say what's the joke you have right now about the pedophile?
God. Oh, yeah. Yikes. Well, it's about
the haircut. What is the?
Oh God! By the way, I've said it twice. This is, by the way, how you think we've locked cell phones up. We need to lock up comics' memories because I've said that twice on stage, and the fact that you remember it and you're like, you got that great tag about the pedophiles arming the pedophiles. Yeah,
I thought it was very.
I think it's very funny. It's the first time I did it, it got an applause break. Second time I did it, got split.
It did well at the store.
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
I think it got an applause break.
Yeah.
I think that's why I remembered it because it did very well.
Yeah, okay,
the OR.
Cool.
Yeah,
thank you. Yeah. Do you love the OR? How are you loving your spots?
I love the OR. I did the OR last night. I had such a fun time. There's 3 NBA players in there.
Shut the
I almost
fuck up.
fucking jizzed from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Is that correct?
Damn it.
Yeah, apparently, I don't know. They were all the door guys were saying that they were like good guys. One guy's gonna be an MVP. I don't know anything. But I met a hockey player last night too. Oh my God, what was his name? Hot.
You think you would date a hockey player?
I want to date this. I would love to date a hockey player. What the hell?
Iliza used to date hockey players or player.
I need to date a fucking. Give me a hockey player. I want somebody fucking funny. And
you want a big guy though?
I want a big guy. I want to toss me around, slam me into the boards.
You don't want like an Ari Manis type. You want like a.
Ew! I don't want Ari Manis anywhere in or around my body. Use that as the clip for the podcast. I don't want.
That's the Melrose Podcast Studio
fuck is
promo
this guy's
clip.
Name? Okay, here we go.
By the way, you got to say in or around because some guys are gonna be like, she said only not around. That means I can go in.
Literally,
like, no, dude.
In or around. Yeah. I can't find this fucking hockey player's name, and now I'm getting pissed off.
Is it? Who do I know?
He plays
I know
for the
Wayne
Kings.
Gretzky. I know Alex Ovechkin. I think is a player.
No.
I know
that is a good one. No, here we go.
Well, yeah, because you're a Canadian, so you love hockey, huh?
I'm going to lose my mind right now. I do love hockey. I kind of do. I don't know. Where the fuck is his name? Oh my God, I'm going to snap right now. This is so annoying, and I'm sorry that I can't find it. I cannot find it. All right, there we go. That's it. I'm not going to find it.
We'll edit this out.
Sean Dursey.
Sean Dursey.
Sean Dursey plays for the LA Kings.
Sean Dursey.
Apparently, he's a big player.
Get on the gram, DM Steph.
He took a photo with me last night. Earl Skakel told he's like, Steph's a funny comic from Toronto. He's like, from Toronto, and then we hugged.
Great.
Oh, I gave him a long hug.
I was just going to say.
Oh, it wasn't a short one. Yeah.
Are girls as in the know as guys are when they're giving a hug and they're feeling a little boob press?
Yeah, it's the first thing we notice. Are you insane? There's a way to give a hug. And
Sorry,
there's a way
Ari
to give
asked me to ask that question.
Yeah, Ari Manis is the king of pressing tits against his flat chest. No,
Clip it.
I don't think I've ever touched Ari. I never will.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us to your studio, Ari.
Love it. We love it here.
Great.
We love you too, by the way. You smell great, said nobody ever. No, Ari, you're a great guy. Change your last name.
This is just the roast of Ari Manis right now.
Wait, so...
it's very obvious. There's a way to hug. Like, there's a way you can do a casual, nice... Like, you just gave me a nice, normal friend hug.
You got to lead with that. You got to let the girl go, hey.
I'll tell you what.
You get to feel a little bit more this time.
The girl's never going to do that. Unless it's Sean Dursey from the LA Kings. If you're listening. I did press my tits against you last night.
You get all the titty hugs you want.
Oh, I'll put my tits in your ass if you want. I'll open your ass.
Oh, my God.
You guys like
that? No. You know what? Every time I think, is that a thing or is somebody like that? I immediately have to stop myself and go, of course there is. Of course they do.
Yeah.
There's got to be an OnlyFans category where it's, or a guy who gets deep enough in a live stream chat where he's just like, hey, this might seem out of nowhere. And this is how that guy sounds. He's a little
exactly
East Coasty.
How he sounds.
You can't tell if he's in his 40s or his 80s. And he's like, hey, first of all, I have a DVD player if you want to come over and watch Shanghai Nights.
I got it's a boot cut, but it's pretty good. It's pretty clear.
I got it off the streets of, I don't want to tell you where I live, but I don't want to give any personal info. By the way, can you put your tits in my asshole? But I don't want to get personal. There's got to be somebody. Okay, so the girls lead with it because...
I don't think they don't... I'm not really...
But you're aware. You can
You're aware.
Yeah.
You can do it if you want. I can give a little press. I can give a little extra.
I remember the first time, probably middle school, when girls started to truly, there was a few in elementary school. Brianne Doheny had double D's in the
Double
fifth grade.
D's Doheny. There we go. They call her that. That's a nickname.
They named a street after her.
Yeah.
She had to get a reduction.
Really?
I remember being...
hurt your back.
Yeah, that's what it was. She played soccer. And
you can't be flopping around on the field with those things.
She was, and every dad was distracted. Welcome back to Distracted Dads.
That's three soccer balls on the field. Yeah.
That's three soccer balls.
They're bouncing around. Yeah, you can't be focusing.
Oof.
Ew, all the creepy dads. You sick fucks out there.
Yeah, you real gross.
Disgusting
I
pigs.
know. You see it now, too, by the way. I
always saw it. So I used to Highland dance as a child. Scottish dancing.
My high school was Shorecrest High School. We were the Highlanders, and we had Highland dancers.
Really?
We had flag girls, cheerleaders, and Highland dancers that would perform at assemblies, games.
Well, that was me.
Awesome. So anyway, I also could have said, I know what that is.
Yeah, no. I like the backstory because no one ever knows what the fuck Highland dancing is. With the pipes and the bagpipes, whatever. And I remember as a kid, so
when you hear a bagpipe, do you get...
I was just telling him before you got here, I played the bagpipes for a year. I was horrible. It's a whole thing. I can get into the story. No.
Oh, you got to have a bagpipe bit.
I don't have a bagpipe bit, but I do have a story about the bagpipes.
Okay. Let's put a pin in that. Tell me. Yeah, start.
I'm going back to the perverts right now quickly. Then I'll get back to the bagpipes. So
From perverts to bagpipes.
Yeah, it all seeps in together. It's one cohesive comment.
Let me get comfy.
Get comfy. Well, you are comfy. You're wearing a fucking sweater in the middle of the fucking 3,000 degrees heat. Comes in with, it's a nice sweater. I will say it's a nice sweater.
Thanks. I just got it. I know.
It doesn't matter.
I got hometown shows this weekend. I was like, I want to wear it here, see what sort of compliments I get. Maybe I rock it on stage this weekend.
Really? I did that with this shirt. I got this new shirt, and I'm
what
like,
is
this is
Pick
just,
your poison.
Well,
I'm a t-shirt guy, but I'm constantly being told by people, you need to up your ante. And I'm like, I don't fucking...
people who don't have arms? What's going on here?
People who don't have arms.
Yeah, what are you, crazy? It's 5,000 degrees.
I got a lot of limbless friends, and they're always just like, you need to fucking wear more tank tops. I'm like, you should talk, Tony.
Tony without the arms? Okay. So, as a young girl growing up, and when went to the Highland Games, very hot. The kilts are very hot. When you get off stage, you take off your jackets, and you'd have a sports bra on and a little thing called a dickie.
Yep.
That would just cover the underneath thing, dickie is.
Yep.
The amount of men... The amount of dads I'd watch gawk the second these young girls would take their jackets off, I'd be like, I was disgusted by it. So and the dancing, and when you turn the kilt goes up.
Yeah.
There were some lookers.
No.
There were some piggy boys. Oh yeah. There's
you
always
can
a pig.
feel it and see it.
I was good because I was flat chested and had a huge nose. So I think they were like, what is that? So lucky for me, I looked like what I looked like.
What did it look more at?
I think it was the changing, the young girls, the tits, I think. It was disgusting.
Yeah, the changing of the tits.
Speaking of tits, so this is I played the bagpipes for. Did I not say this on the last podcast? I don't remember.
Think so.
I don't know
No, we're covering new ground here.
Okay, good. I'm like, what did I say on the last podcast?
A lot of great stuff.
Also, I feel honored.
People loved it.
Did they? Well, I feel honored they had Matthew McConaughey and now me. I'm like, well, what is this?
Baby, come on.
Hey, I'm
You're a
better than
home run
McConaughey.
hitter.
Tell him that, huh?
Also, hit me up if you want an extra long titty hug.
McConaughey. I'd
give
put
him
my
one?
tits. Oh, I'd put them right in his urethra. I'd put them right in there.
That's a guy that I think gets whatever he wants, but he's not even going to ask for it.
No. I think he gets weird. He must get weird shit all the time.
He's got to be.
Oh, he's getting
Think
weird
about
stuff.
these guys like at that level, him, Leo, that just get the stuff they get sent or the things they've been proposed.
Oh,
because I'm sure Leo, knowing his bachelor status, has probably welcomed and
Excuse me.
you're great with physical comedy. Don't let anyone tell you you're not. There's got to be some people out there that are like, such super fans that once they get access or some sort of communicative, opportunity, they're just like, they almost overcompensate. And instead of being like, take your dick, they're like, I'll fucking I'll swallow your fucking ball. Like I'll dip it in another ball, and then I'll suck 4 balls. They just say something where they're like, almost like when you meet a celeb, you're like, I panicked. Yeah.
Oh yeah. They're gonna bring you over cheese fondue, dip every bit of their body, and let you suck it off. Oh, they're fucked. Yeah. No,
you strike me as someone that would be calm though. You see McConaughey, you just be like, look, Matt, I got to go do a set. When I get off stage, I'm all yours.
This is what I want to do to John Hamm. If I ever see John Hamm.
That's your guy.
I've never seen John Hamm. I know he likes comedy. I only want to get on Raya. If anyone's listening who's on Raya, put me on fucking Raya, you assholes.
You got to get that going.
Can't get on Raya. Scumbags are on Raya. I know a guy, Matty Fontana. I'm calling him out. Not a scumbag. Comedian. He's like 1,000 followers. He's on Raya. How is he on Raya? I'm losing my mind.
Here's my...
No offense, Maddie, but you have 1,000 followers on Instagram.
Maddie, get Steph on Raya.
He's tried. He's given me his fucking friend pass.
Okay,
I can't
great.
get on.
They have to approve the friend pass?
I emailed them. I'm upset. I said I'm on Netflix, like a psycho.
Gotta flex that card.
I'm on Netflix.
All right, perverts, bagpipe.
Perverts,
These guys are looking
bagpipes.
up the skirts. They go flat chest, big nose. Who the fuck is this?
Yes.
But she's fucking playing the shit out of that bagpipe.
No, I was very bad at bagpipes. So here's the thing.
God.
So here's the thing. You have to learn the bagpipes. You have to play on this thing called the chanters, like a handheld thing for a while before you learn the whole bagpipes. So my parents got me this teacher, and as a young woman growing, your breasts grow at weird times. You feel very self-conscious. At first, they're like 2 triangles because the nipple grows in first. It's very hard. Thought I had cancer for a while. Turns out it was my nipple growing in. Yeah, I did in fact go to the doctor, and it was in fact a nipple.
And she had to tell you this is a nipple?
Creepy Dr. Brado. I hope he's dead now. He was a little fucking creep man.
God damn.
He would literally. This is what he would say. My childhood doctor would be like,
"Oh, that's not cancer."
No,
you probably could have just said that. You don't have to do that.
No, it was worse. He'd go, "Your birthday's coming up. Am I invited this year?" Every year he'd do this, and I'd be like, "Mom, no!" And she'd laugh along with
invite him.
No, he would not. Every birthday I was waiting for Dr. Brado to slip in the back and just be blowing up a balloon animal on his own.
Happy birthday to you.
Why is he
I don't know. He's just fucking. I don't know.
That's so
I've never
gross.
done that before.
And yeah, he would. That's the thing Dr. Brado would do. That's a Dr. Brado move.
Oh,
disgusting. I hated this.
God, I hope I'm invited.
What a
Bedside
psycho
manner
thing.
is a real thing.
He had no manners. Could you imagine?
Dr. Small Talk.
Dr. Pervert is what his name was. This
God.
Sicko.
Oh.
Can I come to your birthday this year?
So,
he'd go, who's invited? Ashley, Miranda. He named.
She's got benign nipples. You're like,
I'm like, why do you know all my
God.
friends' medical history? They don't live here. Why do you? Sick man.
Wait, so
one
nipples
grew
come in first.
My one nipple grew in first.
Because all boobs grow at a different rate, yeah?
Yeah. So what happened was my nipple grew in first, and it was hard and pokey. And I my mom, what is this? And she's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, okay, then I have cancer. And I was a hypochondriac as a kid, so I convinced myself I had cancer. So we go to the doctor. He fingers my nipples.
Have you gotten better now?
No, I'm still a crazy person.
Still hypochondriac.
That's why do you think I do my podcast? Staph infection.
Yeah, that's right. Please subscribe. Staph infection. Staph infection.
So anyways.
So no cancer on the nipples.
Cancer on the
They're
nipple.
coming in. Boobs are
coming in.
Yeah.
I'm self-conscious about it. I don't want men looking at me. I'm repulsed. So I get this teacher, and my mom's a Highland dancing teacher. So his kids went to my mom for classes.
Right.
Weirdo kids. Had bruises in really strange spots. Anyways.
Oh.
Yeah, inside of the thighs. Something was going on there.
Okay.
Anywho. I hope they're okay. Anyways, he's teaching me. And so you hold the chanter right by your chest.
Yeah.
So he'd have to watch my finger grouping. And in my head, he was staring at my breasts. So I'd sit there with 3 fucking hooded sweaters on, just sweating my ass off. But I know he was looking at my fingers now, but in my head, he's staring at my breasts. Yeah. So I'd be like melting, trying to learn this.
Oh, God.
So my parents finally buy me a set of bagpipes. I think it was like a used pair. It was disgusting. Also, you only use bagpipes. Gross.
Well, I had a used clarinet. I was
Ew.
like, it came wet. I was like, fuck, can I at least get a new reed? I know that someone just blowed on this, but fucking.
Can I get a new piece of wood?
Oh,
Go to the
God.
goddamn local lake and take a piece of driftwood out of the bottom of
Please,
it. Please,
way better. It's almost like the guy who they bought it from was just like, all right, it's good. That's $300.
Well, so I thought that guy has a list. Yeah, any guy who's wetting a reed for sure has a list.
Yeah. He didn't have one before, by the way, but he's just like, man, you don't have to wet so many of these things. 60 reeds a day. And you're like, just fucking put it in the box, Jerry.
Yeah, put it in a box of water. Why are you sucking each reed individually?
You have to clean it with your mouth.
What is this? So my eyes watering. Something's wrong with me. I have diseased dog hair. Okay.
Good.
So I get these bagpipes, and he's like, okay, let's get them out. Let's use them. I'm like, whatever. So he's like, oh, let me wet the mouthpiece for you. And I was like, oh, no, that's okay. I can do that. He takes out the mouthpiece. He starts sucking on this thing.
Perfect.
Like a cock.
Oh,
just
God.
like in and out, like, and I was like, oh, and I think I'm like 15, 16. I was like, no, please stop. And he was just like, for so long. I like saw this, you see like the spit line come off.
Yeah.
It was so fucked. And he goes, all right, they're warmed up. And I'm like, they're warmed up. They're wetted up. He hands me the bagpipes and I go, I don't feel well. I'm like, I feel sick. I'm like, you have to leave. I'm sick. And he goes, okay, well, next week. I'm like, he leaves. My dad comes downstairs. I'm sitting there dead silent. He's like, what? I go, I quit the bagpipes. He's like, you just got the bagpipes. I go, he sucked on it like a dick. And my dad's like, you quit the bagpipes. Yeah, the bagpipes are actually finished. You're done with the bagpipes. And he put them away. That was it.
That was a wrap.
That was a wrap.
Shit.
Never played again. Never played again.
I'm sorry.
Turned me off.
Also, yeah.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Turned me off.
By the way, I love that that's why you quit. You're like, I wasn't turned on by it.
Yeah.
If it was if he sucked that like a man, like a hot guy, like a straight married man who was sucking well,
it was a lot of.
I love that you had the chutzpah to go, I don't want any part of this.
No, I'm done.
There's something to say about like quitting or knowing that like this is not for me and I'm gonna not waste my time.
Yes, I was also very bad.
Right. So
here's the thing. Yeah, that's
for you
the
to
thing.
power through and go. Look, everyone has a teacher who fucking suck their reed at some point, right? And like perform reed fellatio. But no, that's not normal. And that
it's not normal.
And that probably isn't the only guy in the bagpipe world that has
there's some sucking going
pervertic tendencies.
on.
Pervertic?
Pervertic should be a term.
Pervertic sounds like a sect of like Judaism.
Pervertic.
Like there's Ashkenazi, Orthodox, pervertic. it's where you braid your
the 2 curls, but they're penises. They're 2 full penises. That people are gonna be offended by that.
Yeah,
aren't
it's
they?
okay. I'm Jewish.
Yeah. Oh, I'm part Jewish. I'm like my aunt did 23andMe, and also
I thought you were
everyone
saying my
thinks
aunt was
I'm
in the
Jewish.
Holocaust.
My aunt was the Holocaust. No, but everyone. No, she was.
Oh.
She was no. Everyone thinks I'm Jewish. You probably thought I was Jewish.
Nope.
Oh.
Why? Why?
Everyone says because how I act and my nose. Obviously, they're tossing that in the old fucking situation.
I just had to talk about the whole Jewish nose thing. I think it was yesterday, actually. Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm not offended by it when people say I'm Jewish. I'm just not.
Well, you've dropped 10 pounds, you just told me. Is that
Dropped
public
10 pounds.
knowledge?
Yes, I've dropped
Congrats.
10 pounds. Thank you so much.
You look great. And as I told you before,
Thank you.
Would have never looked at you and been like, you need to drop pounds.
No, here's the thing. I'm going to call out. It's Stacia Patwell. She has a program called School of Thought.
Yeah.
If you've seen her, her. She's a comedian. Her fucking program literally changes women's lives. Her befores and afters are fucking insane.
Oh, yeah.
It's unreal.
Laura Bites lost like 100 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
It's
so
unreal.
that's who you're doing it with.
That's what I'm doing it with.
Wow.
So she has like meal plans the first 2 weeks. It's like an accountability group that works.
I've connected with her, Stasia.
Stacia.
Yeah. I thought it was Stasia.
No, it's Stacia. Oh yeah, you're fucking up.
No. I've heard people say
They're saying it wrong. Yeah, she corrects people all the time.
great. It's Stasia.
Yeah.
Stasia. We've connected, and I asked her to come on the pod a few months ago, and I need to follow through on
You
that.
got to follow through. Get her on here
because I'm fascinated by what she's doing and done, and I knew her as a comic first. So
yeah, get her on here. She's fucking great.
Wow. So you hit her up and just go. What drove you to just wanting to just feel healthier? Because you said you haven't drank in 7 weeks.
This is the longest I've gone without drinking. This is going to sound, since I was like 15 years old.
Great.
I might be an alcoholic when you really look at it like this. I'm like, well, I may have had a problem. I hated my body. I would get out of the shower and see my body naked and either go, and run by, or like close my eyes and then start crying.
Yeah.
Which is fucked. Like
Yeah.
that's, and also like I think Hollywood and like of course being a woman in Hollywood and all this shit like
Yeah.
adds up on you, and like, you know, guys ghost me all the time and like not having a serious relationship for a long time. So I just is equating everything to like my body and my appearance and
Yeah.
stuff.
And
not my personality. Could be nothing to do with me saying I have the fattest labia in the United Kingdom every time I go on stage. It couldn't be that, could it? Hey boys, I want to live inside my fucking inner labia lips. They're like, what are you saying? Please leave me alone. I literally scared two guys last
How
night
much
in the
is rent?
OR. They were terrified. I go, am I scaring you? And the one guy went, yeah. I'm like, oh my God.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Who
But you
cares?
have a likable presence.
Do I?
Yeah, you do. Even when you get real, like, you know, and I've seen,
Maybe women like it. Men, it's
I
likable
don't
in
know.
a
What
way.
a weird thing. As a dude, I don't know. Because you're always smiling and laughing through it.
Well, yeah.
So
Okay,
I'm
also,
like,
that's the chair. I'm sweating. I sound like I farted.
yeah, you're great.
I'm kidding.
To
I
be
farted.
so you've truly looked down.
I'm 6 years.
If there is
Why
a-
don't guys want me?
By the way, if there's any animation casting director out there that is like, we need someone that can do fart noises.
Hey, I'm really
Pretty good.
Hey, speaking of animation, last time we talked about this, trying to get into it.
Yeah.
I just booked something. Didn't have
great.
to read for it. 60-year-old crossing guard. Didn't even have to read for it.
Great.
I'm
On
loving
what?
it. I
Can
don't
you
know
say?
what the hell it is. I know. I don't know what the hell it is. But
By the
I'm
way,
like,
you would.
Yeah.
By the way, oh my God, I had
Need a
a
60-year-old.
crossing guard named Mrs. Wagner in elementary school. She, oh my God, you as a crossing guard in a fucking comedy is so funny.
I'm gonna have to do a character for this now. I think I'm gonna have to go find a fucking vest and do a crossing guard character.
Oh yeah, I'm actually seeing a whole fucking movie. I've never seen a movie about a crossing guard. I swear to God.
Here we go.
Literally the like.
You could be the dad that brings his son every day,
No, I
and then we
think
have a back and forth.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I'm married
Because-
to the kids. I'm like, ew, what?
Because
Yes.
there's always there's a person. Here's what it is: you run the crossing guard. I did crossing guards in elementary school, 5th, 6th grade.
Oh, did
And there was always like we went to Wild Waves, the end of the year party, the water park in South Seattle. But you go at fucking before school. School starts like 8:20. I'm there at like 7:15, way too early. You go in the fucking shed. You get your vest and the fucking shitty pole. You go out to. Are you at 3? You at 4? You at 5? I always was like, I got to be at 3 because the girls I had a crush on were always walked from that. They crossed that street.
Okay.
So you always look out, and then you look, you lock eyes. You make sure with the other crossing guard, and then you walk out and you hold your stick out, and the cars stop, and then you're basically the safe for people to cross. You're basically putting your life in
Oh,
danger
yeah,
because
that's-
you're like, fuck. What if some car just decided to be like, fuck you fat fuck, and just drove through your fucking red flag?
Yeah.
And
It was a flag. It wasn't even a stop sign.
It said stop. It was just a little. It was a. We had to
Oh.
stand there like this with our flags like this, and then I can't believe I'm remembering this. And then we'd lock eyes. We go. And then we'd walk, we go, and it tells us to go walk out like in sync, like 1, 2, 3, and then and then flag out. So I'm putting mine out, and he's putting across from me his flag
Okay.
out to basically just like this and stop traffic. And then kids would go and walk by, and then you'd make small talk, be like, hey, whatever. But there was somebody that
nice
ran.
backpack.
Yeah.
And then you'd be, can I get a hug?
Is that a new thermos, Jenny? Jenny, is that a new? Fuck. I'll say it when I get in class later. And so there's always someone who ran the whole crossing guard situation. I think you're the
I'm the
person.
head of the crossing guard.
And then, because then I think you
Got a
also
big
do
day
it-
today. We got a light drizzle coming in. We got to really focus. The road's gonna be slippy. We got all eyes on
Ethan.
Ethan, I'm watching you, man. You dropped that flag 90 degrees. Hey, we're already writing it right now. This is it.
It's you know what it is? It's Your Foot Fist Way. Do you ever see that with
No.
Danny McBride? Foot Fist Way is a movie that Danny McBride. You know who that is, right?
Yes.
It was this movie that Will Ferrell and McKay, what's his name? McKay. That who? No, Adam McKay that wrote all of the movies, Step Brothers and Anchorman
Okay.
with Will
Yeah,
Ferrell
yeah.
was his writing partner at SNL, head writer at SNL, and they found Foot Fist Way. It's Danny McBride playing like a dojo, like a Taekwondo instructor, and it's an indie film, and it's him being who he is now in everything. And it was an indie; they made it themselves. He was working at a hotel. I think he was working at a fucking Hilton at the time in the
shit.
concierge area, and Will Ferrell and Adam McKay found it and fucking. We're like, not only are we helping distribute this, we're putting you in all our shit now. Pineapple Express, I think, was the first thing he was in after that. Everything. And there you go. I'm
Well,
seeing
here we
this as
go.
like that. Oh,
Will
man.
Ferrell, Judd Apatow, here we go.
Whoa.
Coming at you with the crossing guard lady full movie.
All right.
Rights
We are.
reserved.
We're going to come up with this. All right. So you haven't drank in 7 weeks. How do you feel? Stasia's getting you like,
You're never
is
gonna get the right
is
station,
is
yes.
it intense? Is it?
It is intense. It's minimum 2 workouts a week, 10,000 steps a day. You have to get the 10,000 steps. You're in an accountability group where you have to text your macros. You have to hit your macros every day and your steps every day.
You really got to be accountable. That's a.
You
she's
really got to be
probably like,
accountable.
pressing on that.
It's really it's a life change. Like, it's like I have to get these workouts in. I have to fucking... And I was worried because it's my first time headlining without drinking. So I got the whole sick thing, because you don't really drink on stage. I've never really seen you... You have like one or something. I've never really seen you like drinking...
On the road, I'll pick a night where I will
have a couple.
Go for it and hang with the staff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've never been I mean, look, comedy anniversary. I mean, I was there till fucking 5. I got there at midnight, but I was there till 5 a.m. and I was very drunk.
Yeah.
But I have a pretty good tolerance. But I also don't like to be. If I even have buddies in town and I hang at the store after a spot and I get to a place where I'm like feeling a little drunk, I bounce. I'm like, I don't want to be around peers or people that I respect seeing me like that. I don't know.
Okay. That's a good... I mean, I never cared about that. I always thought it was funny.
I'm not saying I haven't done it. I'm just saying I'm trying to be better about it.
Yeah. I always just thought I needed a couple sips to go on stage. I'm like, I need like a beer or two.
Oh, yeah. I still take something up with me, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I literally...
Guess what? You don't need it, by the way. The times I don't do it, I'm like,
much sharper. Much sharper. I'm doing callbacks. I'm like, oh, that was a fucking... That riff I came up with. Like last night I came up with a really funny riff. I'm like, oh, fuck me. I never would have thought of that if I didn't...
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, God damn it. Okay, we're going to... I think I'm just sharper now, but I'm like, I just thought in my head for so long. 'Cause I did it for so long that I thought I needed it. And I'm like, it's amazing.
So you literally, even if you were just going to do one set, you'd have a drink?
No, one set would be nothing.
Yeah.
But like a headline weekend, like especially by the second show, I'm up there for an hour.
Yes.
You're tired. The second show. Speaking of doing an hour, your lovely fiance came to see me.
Obsessed. Just told me to tell you hi, and she loves you.
Oh my God, it was so sweet. It was so nice.
They were so nervous, her and her brother and her mom, so nervous to like go up to you because they were just all so. I mean, she loves you, so she was like, and she also was like, I don't want to bother her. She's like, don't even tell her I'm going. I was like,
no, it was so sweet.
You.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so nice, and the mom was there. I was like,
How do you like that club?
I love it. It was one of the best clubs I've ever been to. I can't believe Tempe, Arizona Improv, like unreal.
So do you know Matt Coleman booked you? Do you know who that is?
No.
So that's who booked you. That's the guy who. It's one of my best buds who books all those clubs in Arizona. Stand Up Live, CB Live, which you'll probably now get into all those. West Palm Beach, Miami, Dania.
Yeah. They said they were really happy. I hit the bonus. Excuse me. I know. First time there.
So Maddie told me, I'm sure I can say this, that he was watching. He used to book the Hollywood Improv. Became buds out there. They moved to AZ. He's the first rooms I started headlining were Tempe Improv. That's where I met actually Amanda too.
Oh, really?
She was there with her friend who was getting ready to move to Sacramento, and my friend was dating her, and he brought them to the Sunday night show, and then we all hung out after, and then we kept in touch 8th grade style, and then she moved to LA, and then we started hanging out, and fucking here we go.
Oh my God!
So that
what
place
a nice
has a special
story.
place, yeah. And so Maddie, I was doing these bullshit rooms out there that were just. Not bullshit. Smaller rooms in AZ that were not the big clubs.
Yeah.
But you're always like, God, I fucking want to get into the Tempe. I want to get into the the A rooms.
Yeah.
So Maddie, responsible for that, great dude. But he hits. We're talking the other day because I'm doing Tempe over Labor Day, and I go, bro, I'm so glad you had Steph. And he goes, oh yeah, and he goes, oh man, I just went on a fucking rant about how great you are and how much Amanda loves you and how you just all this stuff and superstar in the making. And he goes, I love that you're saying all this because I'm literally watching with, he was maybe sick and he was in the room and he was watching, he had to isolate from the family and he's watching the Friends Who Kill, the Bill Burr Netflix thing. And he sees you come on and he'd never seen you before and he just goes, what the fuck? And he's just like crying, laughing. And he goes, and he starts, so he's like, so he looks up how to like book you.
I think he DM'd me. He DM'd me on Twitter.
Yes. So
and I was like, "What the fuck?"
He told me he DM'd me. He's like, "Who books you?"
Yeah. And I sent to my agent.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he was like, "What the fuck?" And then getting you. And then I go. So then we had this nice chat where I go, "You still got it, man." And he goes, "Because there are in a little bit of a that happens every so often. They're in a pretty routine, like we know who we book in, who's selling tickets, who we just invest in, who are whatever the people. Every year we maybe get a few new people that we try to start working in. Yeah. But he took a lot of pride. I just start crying. He took a lot of pride in like finding you and doing that, and then me, putting an extra stamp on.
Oh yeah,
he was like, okay, cool. Nice. Like he was like, oh, okay, cool. But he felt really good about that, and he like about seeing you and then immediately getting you booked, right? Because it wasn't a pretty quick turnaround.
It was a very quick turnaround, and it was like, and I think he might have been a little hesitant at first having me headline because he doesn't know who I am.
Yeah.
And like I've been doing comedy for 19 years. Nobody realizes that because I'm Canadian. Like, and people just heard about me now because of Netflix.
How many years is that Canadian?
Yeah, 3,000. I'm doing it since I was I was doing it before the bagpipes.
Yeah. Hey guys, Adam Ray here for the About Last Night podcast, and I'm sitting down because I got some big news. Usually I'm standing up to do comedy, but I'm sitting down now because I got the deal of a lifetime. First of all, sitting is bad for you. We all know that, whether we're sitting on planes or sitting on a beanbag chair watching porn in front of our kids. There's just too much damage you do on the body. Thankfully, Axion has come up with a chair that allows your pelvis to move the way it does while you walk. So all 33 vertebrae align into perfect posture. The result? Better breathing, better blood flow, and relief from the pain. It's crazy what you can do when you set your body to do it. Now, these guys are homies of mine. My buddy Dennis worked with the Clippers as their doctor for 27 years. He runs a wellness center called Peak Wellness. He's a fucking gangster and has saved me from surgery numerous times. I actually met Justin Bieber at his place. And I was in my boxers getting cupping done, and Bieber and I locked eyes, and I was like, this is how we were supposed to meet. And Bieber smiled, and I never saw him again. But this chair is a game changer. It's changed the way I live. It's changed the way I breathe, the way I sit. And you guys right now can get that chair for 25% off using the promo code ALN25 at all33.com. Go to all33.com and use promo code ALN25 for 25% off this chair. It's incredible. You got to get it. It's the only chair out there to get. We will be getting them for the studio, but don't take my word for it. Check out this video.
At All33, we've always pushed to reimagine the way we work. That's why we designed our revolutionary sit-in-motion technology to help people perform and feel their best. Then all of a sudden, the whole world was free to rethink how we work, and especially where we work. And as Americans came home, so did we. We approached the design of our chairs with a person and planet-first mindset. That's why we chose to build them here in the United States. Manufacturing in the US means we're able to have eyes on every step of the process. From material sourcing to part production to testing, even shipping. And we're able to recycle materials, use less energy, and reduce our carbon footprint. We've built the healthiest chairs you will ever sit in to keep you and the world moving. Because movement makes things happen.
How many times have you done an hour like this?
Oh, years. I've been headlining in Canada for years.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But
So-
a little
I mean-
different to be doing it here in places that you
Especially
haven't
bigger
done.
clubs like this.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I was like, oh yeah, so this was one of the biggest.
Tempe is a legendary club.
And it was my first improv headlining weekend. I've done
Whoa.
one-offs with the improv in Irvine, and I don't know where the other one was, but this is the first time I've done fucking a full weekend. I was like so nervous, and then I had people lining up to meet me. It was fucked. I've never I didn't know that happened.
What do they say from? Do they give
All Netflix. Everybody was there from Netflix. It was fucking nuts.
Netflix
I was like,
is
Bill Burr,
king.
I'm going to suck your ass dry. I don't know what to tell you right now. He is the nicest man in the world. He's
Yeah,
changed
that
my
Bill, he
fucking
really
life.
is. He's
I
a
told
fucking
you, I'm opening for him
dream maker.
August 23rd, 24th at the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The biggest fucking arena in Canada. Oh, I'm losing my mind. 20,000
Hometown
people.
shows?
Hometown shows. I'm like so paranoid right now about COVID. I was like, last night I went to a bar and there's like a club, like a rave. I'm like, I'm leaving now. I'm not getting COVID before this.
Don't even fuck around.
No, I
with
walked in and
screwing.
walked out. No. I was wearing a mask at the improv last night. Oh yeah. No, I'm not screwing around.
How did he? Wait, so he knew you were from there and he reached out?
He had originally been like, I want to get you some dates, touring dates. And I was like, and I go home in August every year for my parents have a cottage. I go up there. I have a nice relax.
Awesome.
Phone's going off for a week. Sorry, Instagram. You're not.
Great.
Also, I'm fully shadow banned on TikTok. Oh my God. I posted a video yesterday. 29 views. I have 553,000 followers. 29 views. I'm someone hates me.
Someone reported you.
Oh, I'm reported. I posted a stand-up clip today. Immediately the sound taken down. Oh, see you later, TikTok. Suck my ass. I'm over it. Fuck you.
Oof. Something else is coming.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I get no money off TikTok.
fuck,
If you
I
work at
know.
TikTok, you're an idiot. I get no money.
Yeah.
I made like $1,900.
I know a kid
of
that gets
all my videos.
millions of views, and he's like, I've made like $3,300 in a year. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's bad.
What the fuck?
No,
He's
it's
like,
bad.
yeah, you got to get 50 million views on 70 videos back to back to back to back.
You're like, ooh,
and then
how?
you get like $100.
Yeah, no,
It's
makes
fucked.
no sense.
Wait, well, that's amazing. So Burr's going to take you there. You're going to crush.
So I was like, hey, I'm going to be in Toronto. If you need an opener, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, because he mentioned dates anyway, so I just mentioned it. He's like, of course. And I was like, it's like,
tell him it's a hometown show?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, then that's,
My dad and sister coming backstage. I'm going to fucking bawl my eyes out.
They're going to meet Burr, and you're going to, oh my, this is going to be a true career highlight.
I'm like, I am so...
He's gonna give you a great fucking shout out after, maybe intro you.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't. If I even like close my eyes for a second, think about it, I get like, like this. Like,
and you're gonna go
crazy.
back down some LBs. I mean, like,
to
see the fam.
And
what
I got some new fun outfits that I'm wearing.
Whoa.
I got some fun outfits. I'm pumped
Toronto
up.
fellas.
Yeah, are you listening? Get
Yeah.
ready. And then I'm doing like a one-off show at the Comedy Bar for the next 2 nights.
By the way, you definitely. I mean, the move is definitely to get something shortly thereafter so that you can like plug that date.
Oh
during
yeah. Oh,
the
I think
shows.
they're gonna be. They'll be sold out. I haven't even posted about them yet, but I'm like, I usually sell. That's the only place I can sell it is Toronto. But
fucking
my dad,
Netflix.
I Bill Burr. My dad is like, I'm gonna tell Bill my joke. I'm like, you're not. So this is my dad's go-to joke. I'm like, you're not telling him the joke, Dad. He's like, I tell everybody my joke. It's just a good joke. I'm like, you know what? This is a joke. This is what my father wants to take Bill Burr aside. I'm like, don't take him aside. If you meet him,
Take
please.
him aside.
I'm like, don't do this. Just don't do it. He goes,
either say the joke or take him aside, but don't do both.
And I'm like, literally, I'm like, just don't do it. Don't say it. He goes, I have to. You don't have to. You do not have to say this fucking joke. This is the joke. What do you call?
Oh God.
2 dykes in a canoe? First of all, we still using the word dykes? Peter Christopher Tolev is still tossing the dyke term around. What do you call 2 dykes in a canoe? Fur traders. And then he laughs hysterically. He laughs at the joke. I don't see a reaction from you. Oh. It's such a stupid joke. He literally, the first time he ever told it was my best friend who just came out. She just came out as a lesbian. She was like, nervous to tell people. She's been straight her whole life. She comes over. My dad, Jesse, got a joke for you. I go, Dad, don't do the joke. Stop with the joke. Starts telling it, and Jesse's nice. She just like nods and laughs after. She walks out. I go, she just came out as gay. Like, what are you doing? He's like, what? And to this day, he still apologized for it. I'm like, then don't do the joke anymore. The joke's bad. Get a new bit. And then he has this other bit where he has this long joke about how he sniffs this piece of wood. This guy's sniffing wood. And then the end joke is that he shoved his fingers in his ass and put his fingers in the wood. It makes no sense. Get new jokes.
Were these internet jokes or like?
I don't know, like friend of friends, email chain jokes, probably the old fucking forwards. I'm like, every time he forwards me something, I'm not opening his.
What if he's just got like a folder and you find it on his laptop and you're like, is this porn? It's like all these joke forwards.
Oh,
but
do you want to hear?
Top secret folder. Don't look.
Do you want to hear the funniest thing ever?
Yes.
This ties everything together. What a cohesive podcast it says. The first time I ever saw my dad's like porn, I didn't see porn. I was like fiddling around with the fucking keyboard at home. It's back on the old computers.
Yeah.
And it moved and a piece of paper slipped out. And he had written down www.
Oh God.
Dot. So silly. Boobies.com. Like it wasn't even like gaping ass 69. It was boobies.com.
Wet black Latina milfs.
Couple of roundtitties.org. Like it's so funny.
Wait, that's the
that
site?
Was his go-to. That was his like porn
Wait,
site.
I'm going to it right now.
Go to boobies.com. I've never actually looked at it for obvious reasons. I didn't want to look at it. Are you looking at it too? Boobies.com.
Boobies.com. Oh, it says the domain name is for sale.
Oh, sign me up. Happy birthday, Dad. I'm getting you the domain you've always wanted.
But then it shows you how many people have visited per month. Over 5,000.
Yeah, well, guess what? My dad's got a lot of friends. He's really passive.
Boobies.com.
Boobies.com.
What do you think he was looking at? What sort of content was he into?
I'm assuming a couple of bare breasts.
Yeah. I think there's no false advertising.
I feel like boobies.com is boobies.com.
It's like when you see a strip club, there's tits. You're like, there's at least 3 in there. I like our odds.
I went to the strip club in Tempe. Skin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what it's called, Skin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Bad name.
I saw your clip about it.
I got the clip in there. It was hilarious. We went with 2 comics, one guy who'd never been to a strip club
Your
before.
openers?
Yeah.
Did you make friends? Do you like to, when you meet whoever's at the club and personable, you're hanging?
Oh, yeah. And it's like, I was like joking with them because I'm like, you're not getting the party, Tolev. Like usually after shows, I'm like, let's fucking rage. And I'm like ready to get drunk and like whatever.
But I was like, and
I'm like, all right, let's smoke a joint and that's it.
Oh, great.
Like, oh, yeah.
So you're still allowing yourself to smoke.
Oh, yeah, I still smoke. Oh, I'm not a loser.
Oh, great.
I'm a fucking bozo. I'm gonna get high. I mean, are you insane?
God bless you.
I'm high as hell. Not right now, but I'm high every night.
I want to do a high podcast with you too. Let's do that next time. In the next couple weeks. Maybe when you come back from the Burr.
Okay.
We'll get real.
It'll
ripped.
be
when I do my pods with
wonky.
Rick Glassman. That's all. We're just high as balls.
Okay, I have a crush on Rick Glassman.
Do you really?
Yeah. Next time you have him in, I saw him at the Comedy Store and I was like, and I got weird. I didn't say anything to him. I have a big crush on him.
Ooh.
Is he single?
Yeah.
I'm not his type. I feel like he likes small, thin women. I don't know.
Don't do that.
I don't know. I don't know.
We'll
I don't know. I'm like, I have a big crush on him. He has no idea who I am.
I won't tell him that, and I'll
No,
drop.
don't tell him.
I'll
casually say I'm funny. Yeah.
Well, I'll just say that he needs to have you on the podcast. Maybe that's how you get it going.
Yeah.
You ever watch his podcast?
Yeah,
The clips?
I have watched clips. Yes.
He's got great guests on.
I know. That's why I was like, I never
You guys would
asked
get
someone
along.
to. I think we would. I think it's a fun riff.
Yeah. I don't know him romantically on that side, but he was dating Jackie Tone for a little bit, and then he dated this girl from England. She was real sweet, funny girls.
Okay, well, here we go.
You're good.
I got that.
All right.
Got a fat labia and I got a fat lip. So
does the labia get smaller when you drop pounds?
No, I thought it would. Now it just looks really unproportionate. I'm kidding. I take off my clothes and you're like, whoa, what are those yabos hanging out down there? No, that's really funny.
It's like when you've packed everything in your suitcase, but one thing wasn't strapped in, so it like shoots out at the end.
Yeah. I have a joke how I say it looks like that, those foster dogs that they have that tongue that's just hanging out the side. Yeah, trust me, that joke didn't make the Netflix cut.
Wait, okay, so successful first U.S. club improv weekend, and now you're gonna get more weekend. Awesome.
Yes.
All right, so the no drinking, you're into a groove. You're feeling fine.
I'm into a groove. I will be drinking after the Burr show. I will tell you that.
God bless you.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now.
I'd feel like, and you also will have earned it. That's what, over a month at that point.
Well, yeah, and I'm going to be drinking next week. I don't want Stacey to listen to this because I'm cheating a couple of days early because my girlfriends and I are going up to my parents' cottage for 5 days.
Stacia probably also is like everything in moderation. I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah.
And as long as you're still on your work, I mean, it's also probably about. I mean, if you're drinking, then not like slamming 9 pizzas after.
Yes,
but I don't know.
Any
sort of trainer I've ever had, they've been like. Don't try to be fucking perfect.
That's exactly it.
You can drive yourself crazy.
Yeah.
But
it feels good. I will be drinking a little bit, but now that I like how I look, and I'm not like also drinking just puffed out, fucking puffer fish. My face is all swollen and red all the time. Like, what is this?
Oh, I fluctuate, and I really feel.
Can't tell in that sweater.
Awesome.
It's
okay right now.
Sweater.
I got to start fucking beefing up though for the show in September.
What's your show?
It's called Young Rock. I play Vince McMahon, the guy who runs the WWE.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Congrats. I didn't know this.
Yeah. 3rd season.
Oh.
It's okay. It's okay.
Real nice friend
NBC. It's a rock's life. But nobody watches it. No, it's fine. But I definitely attest to when you're just like, I don't like, A, not liking how you look, but B, just feeling. It's for me, like I work out truly to feel, but like it's what is it? The endorphins? Is that what it is? The adrenaline that you feel from it? Not, I mean, yeah, obviously, like you practice how you play. There's a saying here. I don't know. If you feel good, you're fucking doing everything else good.
You feel good.
But it starts with that for me.
Everything else good. That's the saying. You feel good, and that's what you feel good. There you go. That's the saying.
I'm gonna own
Nike. Use that.
I'm gonna
feel good. You feel good.
That's gonna be me when I'm like 75. I'm gonna be pitching. I'm gonna be like taking all these meetings, pitching fucking slogans. Hey, I got a suit. You heard of the Men's Warehouse, the Burlington Coat Factory? We combined them, okay? But we just got better bathrooms and more coats. It's fucking.
Do they have bathrooms there?
I don't know. You ever go to the Burlington Coat Factory?
I've only heard jokes.
I feel like for one of your characters, you've like bought big coats.
No,
what's the one you just did of the guy in the hotel?
Oh yeah, that one was weird.
Oh, go to Steph's IG. Holy shit.
People, that one did. That's the one that 29 views on TikTok.
Fuck that.
So
TikTok
bad.
has no
TikTok
clue.
Has
she
no
got
idea.
the fake stash. Was that in Tempe?
Oh yeah. I always bring a wig. I always bring a wig and a mustache in my suitcase.
And the bit was, so what gives you this idea? The bit is basically you're walking into the hotel and it's a guy
because I always feel like there is some sicko who really likes a hotel. Just like sniffing everything and like loving the bed that there's other people been sleeping in it and just like
the
touching
was
everything.
Freshly flushed.
Oh yeah, just people are sick.
Yeah.
There's just sickos everywhere.
Do you like hotels?
It's sometimes.
Part of it.
It's part of it. I have to like them now. I'm like, I sometimes if I can get a buyout and I do an Airbnb, I like having a separate room.
Oh yeah.
I like having the.
I'm
kitchen
always trying to upgrade if I can get another. To be one space is not claustrophobic, but
it's a lot. And also this diet, I have to have a lot of protein powder and like yogurt and like oat milk.
So you're
and
bringing
shit.
all your powders.
So I have
and
to
stuff.
I have to order. Yeah, I'm bringing powders like a fucking. I look like a cokehead. If they open my suitcase, just like I need my protein. Like I look mentally ill. I literally like they're gonna stop me and like open it up. Wig's mustache is a protein powder. I'm like, it's for a character. I need this. I'm alone in the hotel room.
I got stopped. I've told the story before. My first TV job was a guest star on According to Jim with Jim Belushi. And I'm pulling up to the lot, and I was doing a bunch of YouTube videos at the time, and I had this black cop puppet, a fat suit, and wigs, and a fucking giant fake cock, penis, wiener, for a sketch about when Brett Favre was it was a sketch. Brett Favre had gotten in trouble for the dick pic that he sent to the New York Jets reporter, and so I did the sketch. I don't know why I'm still holding it, and it was.
No, I need you to keep holding it.
And it was a Wrangler's jeans commercial. You did all these Wrangler jeans commercials, but it was like but there's a hole in the jeans for your dick to hang out, so we can show everyone what
Yeah.
But it was like a shot for shot remake of the commercial. But then we got this really good fake penis, and so that was all back there. And the woman's going through, and I pull up. She's like, "I need to search your trunk," and I'm like, "Fuck!" I'm in my head. I'm going over my lines. I'm so nervous. First day on set, or it's a tape day, live audience, and I'm like, "Fuck." And then all of a sudden, I just look in the rearview mirror, and she's holding up the fake penis, the black puppet, and the fat suit, and she goes, "Let me guess, you single?" And I just go, "Yes, but also can I?" Yes, what does that have to do with anything? Can you please, I'm just starting. She's like, "It's all right, baby. Go ahead. Good luck today." So I get it. Have you ever gotten stopped and searched? And they find all the goodies?
I literally have a story almost exactly the same as this.
Save it for next time. Guys, this was Steph. No, go ahead.
No, it's quick.
No.
I used to do sketch comedy with my partner, Allison Hogg. Very hilarious.
In Toronto.
Yeah, we're called Lady Stash. Look up us on YouTube.
Still got some stuff out there?
Yeah, we got some stuff out there. We got some fun stuff. We had a lot of stuff with penises. So I did this one sketch where I had a fake arm and it was a penis. Hilarious bit. Anyways, so we had a sketch where we two puppets. So we had a king puppet and like a construction worker puppet.
Great.
The classic with the
two
hands.
that were being sold at the store that day.
That's exactly what it was.
You're like, we'll make it work.
And I don't know if you guys had the song. I think it was a big hit in Canada. It was called Jerk It. It was like, the song was like a dance hit. It was like, dust it off and jerk it, jerk it. So we would do this whole choreographed puppet dance, and then the penis would come up and the puppets would jerk off the penis. Hilarious bit. It would kill. It was a closer.
Pull it up.
So we're going, I think I might have it somewhere. So we're going to San Fran Sketch Fest. I have in my suitcase the dildo and a puppet, and she has in her suitcase a bunch of lotions and the puppet.
Oh, God.
We go through, they open it up, they look at both, and Allison had like short hair at the time, and I look and sound like this. So they open it up, and then they look at us, and they go, "You ladies have a nice weekend." And they just zipped it up. I'm like, they think we're the scariest dykes in the world.
Oh, my God.
Just gonna fuck with these puppets and these dildos.
My God. Your dad's like, "And where's the canoe?" Yeah.
My dad's like, "Hey, that's my bit. She's stealing my bit."
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've never, though, gotten nervous going through airports, right? Like I might have accidentally packed something.
I do. I accidentally came from fucking Tempe with a joint in my goddamn bag, and I did not realize.
I got arrested in Tempe.
Did you?
That weekend after I met my fiance, I had joints and a kid, a little kid. Tell your story and I'll tell my story.
No, that was it. I have a green card, so I'm paranoid. So I could be fucked. I literally got home.
Now I don't think that's as big a deal.
No, but it was
when
like
you
a
got
full
caught,
joint.
this was when? Yeah, probably years ago.
I didn't get caught. No, this just happened this weekend. I just got home and I opened a cigarette pack and I had a joint in it. And I was like, like I had no clue.
Your cause for concern is valid. It's not as an issue because it's now legal there, right? But when I was doing this was 2016, 15, not legal yet. I think it just became legal like 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
So I'm literally remembering there's two little joints in tubes in the carry-on. Oh. And I remember this as this kid who, by the way, it's like day 2. He looks like McLovin meets Harry Potter, but he sounds like Ari Manis. And so,
ew.
He's like, hey. He's like, where you going? No, that's not Ari, but that's a version of him in 12 years. So this kid's like, so I'm trying to shoot the shit, and then once I realized the joints are in there, I'm like, fuck, I need to distract him with like small talk. So he's, So I'm like, oh, so you see some crazy stuff in here? He's like, yeah, you'd be surprised some of the stuff that comes through here. And I was like, yeah, they're probably like, I mean, not to get all weird, but there's probably like a lot of vibrators and stuff. He's like, yeah, I sell like 5 vibrators in one day, one time. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about, dude. A lot of people trying to slip through the dilds. And he's like, yeah, they're coming through. And I was like, cool. Like shooting the shit. And then all of a sudden he just pauses and he just goes, oh no. And he finds it. And I go, what's going on, man? He goes, and he holds him up. He goes, and I go, dude, that's nothing. It's nothing. 2 little. Didn't even realize I still had them. It's like, it's not. They're legal in LA. We're fine. I got my card. I don't know my card. I'm like, we're fine. He just goes, I gotta say something. I go, you really don't, man. You gotta just put that down. Like whatever, we're good. Just I can go through my flights. My flight's that's my gate right there. Look at my pilot. He's waving at me. I know my pilot. Hey, fucking this kid's being a fucking cockblock, you know. And so then he goes, I gotta go tell my supervisor. Walks away. I'm like, I'm fucked. 2 cops walk over. Good cop, bad cop. Good cop is the guy. Good cop is the girl. Bad cop is the guy. Comes over. He goes, so you want to come with me? Does the fucking
two finger, yeah.
2 fingers. He's like,
serious, yeah.
You know, does that? I walk over. He goes me to the corner. It's that I get flashbacks every time I walk by, and he just goes, "You're under arrest for possession of marijuana." I'm like, I've never heard my fucking Miranda rights.
Yes.
By the way, why are they named Miranda rights?
I don't know.
Was Miranda the first person to get arrested?
I think so. Look it up.
This sounds like a really bad Seinfeld
I was
bit.
like, this is like,
what if it was the Jason bit? The Jason rights. I don't know. So I'm like, fuck. I'm going into panic mode. I'm like, well, I'm gonna get arrested. It's going on my record. Like I'm gonna be. I don't know what. I'm just thinking I'm gonna be arrested.
No weed. It's two fucking nothings.
So then I just go. So I go, fuck, please, dude. I go. It's 2 joints. I go, come on, man. Can't be that big of a deal. He's like, look, it's not that big of a deal out here. It is. It's illegal, but they're probably gonna toss this out. They got bigger fish to fry. You are being cooperative. I go, yeah. Tell him I got kind eyes. I'm a sweet guy. I'm a mama's boy.
Yeah.
She kind of laughs. He goes, what do you think? You're funny? I go, actually, I was just here at the Tempe Improv. You ever go? I'll get your tickets next time. He goes, easy, funny man.
Easy, funny man.
And I looked around. I was like,
it's like, hey, get this guy.
Yeah.
This guy needs to go to college.
Yeah. And so he goes, definitely respond. Like, look, check your mail because they're gonna send you thing in the mail. You know, doing this a lot. Yeah. And I go, all right. And he goes, but they'll probably just toss it out and you'll be fine. But check your mail because if they do send you something and you don't go to court, then you're in big trouble. And I was like, all right. And then I like walk back. So he lets me go. I look over the kid who fucking found it, and I just stared him down. Yeah, dude, I should have given him that fucking
fuck off,
something.
You idiot.
And
nightmare.
Terrible. Just hearing the rights being read was so.
It's scary.
Because I thought, you think what would you think? You're thinking I'm going to jail, and then you're thinking, who's gonna make a meal of me?
Oh yeah, and it's also like such a stupid thing. Yeah, and
is that wrong to take?
No, and it's on your fucking record. Like I was arrested when I was 16 for assault in Canada. I'm not getting into the story. I've said it on every podcast I've ever done. I was arrested for assault.
Save it for next time. You'll tell when you're stoned.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll be much funnier when I'm stoned. But they read me my rights and it was fucked. It's like out of body. Literally in the school office sitting there because we got like a fight with a girl, and I just hear, "You have the right to remain silent." Anything you say, I'm like, "Huh?" She's like, "You have." Then she started again. She's like, "You have the right to remain silent." I'm like, "I don't know what's going on." And I'm sitting here. She's like looking through my backpack. They had like a big Blink 182 fucking patch sewn on shittily. I'm like, "What's going on?"
When has any Blink 182 fan been arrested for? Anything but crowd surfing too awesome?
Yeah. Crowd surfing a little too much. Jumping off the stage a couple too many times.
Did you do that?
Oh yeah.
Did I just hear you talk about either on stage or on a pod maybe it was a clip from
it was from Slobs.
Slobs.
Yeah.
Let's plug that pod too. Slobs with Laura Bites and
podcast.
Jess Singleton. Yeah.
Yes.
Hilarious. You guys got a great flow.
We have good flow.
About
men grope. Speaking of tits again, we're back into it. A lot of men grope women in mosh pits and crowd surfing.
Never knew that. All I've known mosh pits to be are
not so much the pits, it's the crowd surfing. Because I moshed a lot as a kid, and I was never like, guys are like, they're too busy like raging out. They're not gonna be, they're just like, like they're like fucking crazy. But like when I would crowd surf, you love the licking of the fingers first. Your fingers funny. Better be clean.
It's actually
You've done a lot of finger licking.
I think I washed them before I came here.
I hope you
I did. I wash every fourth day.
Well, they're clean now.
Yeah, they are. My mouth is cleaner than my fingers. Who said that? Me just now. We'll be right back. We'll keep it right here.
We'll be back here right here. They weren't a honking in the pay, but like the crowd surfing, like I got flipped over once in a honk, and then on the back and the butt honk. Oh yeah, they're groping.
So as soon as you lay out, so in slow mo, are you like when you jump out? Are you seeing just a guy going?
You're not seeing. The problem is you don't know whose hands it is. I look for the guy licking his fingers first. I go, oh no, it's coming. But like,
Adam,
have you ever, Adam? Why are you here? Dr. Brado, is that you? It's always
you
like
don't have cancer.
You don't have cancer. It's like have you crowd surfed before?
Yes, once.
It's wild.
Oh, it was terrifying.
You're just like you're it's like a dummy. When you see a dummy getting thrown off like a bridge in a movie, that's what your body is.
And I was not caught correctly. Like,
you never are.
Like I got like a fucking, somebody tried to like get most of it by like just a quick that like on the side, and so then I just kind of went like that, and then other people just kind of laid me down.
Yeah.
And then I got
good.
And then I got knocked around. It was Third Eye Blind, and I got knocked around.
Wow.
Yeah. First concert.
Third Eye
got
Blind.
knocked around and fell to the ground.
I can't see that being a big mosh pit. Wait,
It was a lot. It was crazy. I thought I was going to die. I went to the ground. I looked down because I saw my favorite hat. And I looked down at my hat and I reached down for it. And all of a sudden there was like all these bodies and then like they separated. And then I saw my hat. I reached down. And as I reached down, someone kicked me in the head and I fell down. And then 3 people just fell on top of me. And then I couldn't breathe. And I was like, I'm going to die down here because it was so hot. People, no one's singing. And then I just hear, oh, no, faintly, oh, no, the guy on the ground. And then I hear, there's a guy under the guy. I'm like, I'm the third guy. Fucking time is of the essence.
Here. Yeah.
And somehow it separated. And I got up, and I remember like gasping for air.
No,
what if I died like
if you
that?
died at Third Eye Blind, I'd be really embarrassed for you. Like it's not even a cool concert to die at.
It was pretty cool. It was 1998.
Okay, and they were still in.
They were headlining Bumbershoot, which was the big festival in Seattle.
Okay, it's like if you died listening to like fucking
Blue. Abadi Abadai.
Something like that. Yeah. Now, what's the band that's so bad that sings "Walking on the Sun"?
Smash Mouth.
Yeah, that would be embarrassing.
Have you seen the video of the lead singer? I think it was at a college. He like goes fucking bonkers. Do we have the ability to pull up vids? We do, right? Yeah. That's fine. Watch this. I'm gonna pull it up on my. I'm pulling it up on my phone.
I was gonna say every time I see the lead singer of Smash Mouth, I just picture a thing of cottage cheese with a goatee. That man's disgusting.
He watch this. Smash. Yeah. You say he. Did you ever like?
He ain't attractive.
Smash Mouth drunk. Here we go. So he did. You know this. 1.1 million views.
Wow.
Smash Mouth singer goes insane at Taste of Foco.
That's $3 on TikTok.
He went. He went. Oh yeah, and then this woman even. They did like. Oh yeah, wow. Trainwreck concert. He went nuts. I mean, look, he did the Shrek theme song, All Star.
Oh,
that was so popular.
Right,
Smash Mouth had a nice run.
They did.
So he ended up going nuts. He was hammered. I think he did like Hail Hitler.
Oh.
He was like saying like, you fucking cocksuckers. Wait.
Did he fight somebody?
By the way, do you love that the band's
Yeah,
just still playing?
Yeah.
Like, they're going to the song at any point. I'm going to fuck you up and you can suck my dick and swallow the fucking cum. You might as well be walking on the sun. I don't think that was it. I got to find the better one.
No, because that seems like
he seemed sober and just was holding his own.
Yeah.
That was the wrong clip. You found. Boom! Smash Mouth doing Nazi signs. Okay. Wow, what a turn of events.
You love this.
Here I was. I pulled a clip which shows him in a nice light.
I know. I was like, that
show.
actually seemed good. Nazi giving the Nazi. I mean, this is like when Kramer did the whole.
I saw him 2 weeks prior to that happening. Belly room of the Comedy Store.
Really?
He went up. He's in the back belly room. I walked in there. He's sitting there. It was a bringer show. I'm like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "Hey, how are you?" I go, "You gonna do stand up tonight?" He's like, "Yeah, I used to do it all the time." And then I got this show. I go, "What show?" He goes, "Oh, it's all called." I go, "I fucking know, man. I'm sorry. I was fucking."
It's called Seinfeld. Could you imagine?
Yeah. And I go, "I'm so sorry. I was making a joke." I go, "Fucking dude, this is insane that you're here right now."
Yeah.
Like,
okay, I know the ethics of this aren't great, but I did just see Smash Mouth perform live.
At no point was the sound balanced.
There's a lot of sounds happening here. It's like
unintelligible speech.
Okay, he seems like he's.
There it is.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was wild. He did the Heil Hitler sign.
Speaker's blood again.
Also, he doesn't look well. Oh my God. Why would
brought a random girl on stage?
Oh, why are people still rocking out to this? Oh my God, this man needs to go home.
I'll fucking kill your whole family, I swear to God. If I could suck my own dick. Quiet now, I'm the singer.
Ew.
Wow, if he was a plush toy with a pull string and those were his catchphrases, I'll kill your whole family. I wish I could suck my own dick. Hitler's the man. You might as well be walking on the sun.
If that was a plush toy, it'd be soaking wet. He's sopping
Somebody
wet.
said he's schwasted. I've never heard that term before.
He's wet. He's
are
a
there
wet man.
Are there Canadian terms for just being blackout drunk? Like
Fucking
Like hammered, blasted, bombed.
Yeah, I think it's the same shit.
Yeah.
Fucking 2 sheets to the wind. Is that a common one?
I've heard that. That
Yeah,
sounds
yeah,
a little
yeah,
more Canadian than American.
2 sheets to the wind there, brah.
2
Get
sheets to the wind.
fucking hammered down by the old fucking lake there, guy?
Yeah.
Fucking couple darts.
Now, nobody says, like, you got Trudeau'd. Like, has he done something worthy of, like...
No. I mean, he did the whole blackface thing, right? He
Oh,
did
yeah.
Yeah, he did
What was
that.
really, it was... Yeah.
But I mean,
What bad did he do?
I mean, it was a good costume.
It was timely blackface.
He won a couple costume contests.
Wait, what was his blackface? Who was
I
he?
don't know. I don't know what it was.
Because I would see some of the blackface things they pull up, and I was like, it was like, I guess they were all blackface bad. I feel like I saw one where it was like they made it out like the person was doing like Pablo Escobar or something, and they were like, look at this, like. I was like, oh,
Like,
just
well,
that's just bad makeup.
Yeah. Well, we had Rob Ford in Toronto before that. You heard about Rob Ford,
of course.
our crackhead mayor.
Yep.
So I feel like, Trudeau isn't as bad as that guy.
No, and he's like, anytime you get a charming, good, like a guy that where you're just like, guys want to kick it with him, girls want to blow him.
Yeah, I voted for him because of his dick and his khakis. He's a good-looking guy. He's a hot man. Sorry, conservatives.
You probably saw that video of Smash Mouth. He's like, I also would suck my own dick if I could. This guy's on
I think
something.
most guys would. Actually, I have a really horrific photo if you want to see it. That my sister.
I don't think I would.
Okay, it's
And
bad.
I'm not saying because I'm not a fan
You
of
know
my
what
own
it
penis.
is. My sister
But-
said this to the group text with my mother and I, and it's really upsetting. I'll show you, and you can react to it.
Somebody does it. There's a great bit out there. I wish I could remember who it was about something, and it's not even about like, oh, it's fucking gay. You suck your dick. The person goes, well, what's more gay than jerking yourself off?
This is the photo. You can just look at it from
butchering
there.
the joke.
It's very upsetting. I'm just gonna show it to you quickly. It's very.
Oh!
Okay, my sister said that in a group chat with me and my mom, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing, Jess? You absolute psychopath!"
You might as well be walking on the sun.
He is walking on the sun. His son's in his own mouth. What is that?
Just to paint a picture for the viewers at home. I don't know if this episode will be allowed to stay up on the tube of you if you fucking put that in the.
Yeah, picture a very flexible man with his legs behind his head and his full penis in his mouth. That's what it is. I feel like everyone's tried to suck their own dick before. Every guy.
And that's where we're gonna.
That's where we're gonna end.
Stop.
I feel like every man has tried to suck their own penis. I feel like they have as a kid.
Now let's equal rights here. Has
Ari Manis has tried to suck
Ari
his own
Manis
dick for sure.
If there's anyone who's tried to blow themselves, it's Ari Manis. And you know who said that? Ari Manis on stage every night. That's Ari Manis at suckyourowndick.com. Have girls tried to go down on themselves?
I mean, I think it's harder to do that.
It's
The
harder.
dick's longer. You can pull it and you tug it around. The
That
vagina.
guy.
It's
Well,
hard
that
to
guy
get-
also, it almost felt like cheating, like home court advantage.
Yeah, that
like,
guy's got. Should I show
a
Ari the
15-inch
photo?
dick, like he hasn't seen it.
I just showed.
Like he hasn't seen it. Like it's not his desktop screensaver.
I don't know. My sister said that.
By
to
the
me and
way,
mother.
can we just assess the difference in responses? I turned away going, dear God. And Ari goes, where'd you get that?
where'd you get
Send me the link. You fucking freak.
He's sick.
Sick in the best way. This was amazing.
This was fun. Thanks for
Round
having
two.
me
You're
back.
the best. You're a beast. Website for all the tour dates.
Just go to my Instagram, goddammit, at Steph Tolev. And if you're in Toronto, come see me over for Bill Burr, motherfucker. August 22nd, 23rd at the Scotiabank Arena. I'm very excited.
Big time.
Yes.
I love you.
Thank
You're
you.
a
I love you
beast.
too.
We'll get high and do this again.
And we might as well
I'll
be walking on the sun.
Amazing. Zoa. Thanks, Rock. Guys, Adam Ray here for the About Last Night podcast. Hope you enjoyed that episode. It was a good one. A lot of laughs, a lot of tears, a lot of stuff to think about and chew on, huh? Because that's what life's all about, chewing on the good stuff. Nobody said that. Maybe Denzel did. Maybe Tom Hanks did. Maybe they said it together in Philadelphia. The point is, click subscribe right here on the ALN logo so you can get more episodes and stay up to date when new content drops. Highlights, animations, clips. It's all here for you, baby. I'll see you next time. Whoop, I don't know how to blink.